Hello there. Let's have a little chat about something called the Streisand Effect. In 2003, Barbara Streisand's house was photographed by the US Geological Survey Department because they were recording erosion, and her house is on the coastline. It's a nice big cliff. And so there was a photo taken of it. She was not impressed with this. She felt it was bringing about the clouds to rain on her parade, so she sued to have the photo taken down. Before she started her court action, 6 people had downloaded that image, but after the court action started, there was hundreds of thousands of downloads of this image. She drew attention to what she was doing by trying to stop people from being able to see what she was doing. This week in Parliament, we've got an MP who has the same particular issue. And I have to be really careful here because this involves both parliamentary privilege and the court system. You see, Rawiri Waititi mentioned a court case in the House the other day. And it's a tricky grey area. You see, MPs might have privilege to be able to say things because they've got access to information we don't have, but that privilege kind of ends at suppression orders and active court cases. So it's a really tricky area. If an MP wants to talk about a court case, they have to get permission from the Speaker, and if they don't, a complaint can be laid to the Speaker for them to investigate and maybe refer it to the Privileges Committee. So the MPs that were the target of Rawiri's conversation have to make a decision. Do they bring this to the Speaker and therefore bring unwanted attention to this particular court case, or do they choose to ignore it and hope it goes away? In the same way that David Seymour's kind of ignoring the fact that Elaine Naidoo-Franz, Darren Gilchrist and Anto Coates, all candidates past and present for the ACT Party, are members of Voices for Freedom. Let's just ignore that and hope that it goes away. It's a really fascinating thing to sit down and watch, especially so close to the end of the term. Is there a point in even bringing this before the Privileges Committee now, because we're so close to when Parliament breaks up for the term? There's some really interesting stuff to sit down and watch here. It's absolutely fascinating. And the Streisand Effect is a really powerful tool when it comes to maybe not wanting necessarily to have attention on you for things that you probably shouldn't have attention on you for. So it'll be really interesting to see which way the political parties in Parliament go on this particular issue.